Hey guys, Steve here from Who Took Nice Miniature Wargaming, and today I'm going to be looking at the new Warhammer 40,000 Combat Roster app that they've put on the community website. I've seen a lot of positive comments, a lot of negative comments, and I want to take a look at it and give my 2 cents on this new tool we have for army building. Um, so obviously, there's lots of different options out there. I personally myself I use Battlescribe most of the time. I find it's easy to use. I used to use one of the old Games Workshop ones way back in the day. I can't remember what it's called now. I had Blood Angels on the front cover, but that I never found worked very well. But what is Combat Roster? So this is a really quick and easy way to build up a roster for your army based simply on power level. I think that's exactly what it's designed to do. It's designed to make it quick and fast. Um, I looked at it. It's really, really easy to learn. I can see why some people were expecting more. I think people were kind of expecting there to be the points, maybe expecting there to be some sort of like actual list of special rules, stat lines. This is bare bones, straight up and down units, power levels. And the learning curve on it is really simple. I was thrown for a few seconds simply on the way that they designed. They allow you to build your army. Now, I get an example. I actually have it open here while I do this. So, for instance, get there. You have obviously your index. Then you have Chaos, Imperium, Xenos, Forge World, and then you get to select your faction underneath that. So I'm going to pick Imperium. The faction I'm going to pick, and this is where it threw me off just for a minute, I decided to take something named. So Flesh Tearers, I've always been a big fan of them. The units underneath, the only one you get is an HQ, right? So it goes HQ troops, elites, fast attack, heavy support, lords of war, transport, flyer, and fortification, right? So all I hit the plus sign there. I have Gabriel Seth. So I click on it. I see his name. I see a Primaris helmet with a 1 next to it. Obviously, that's the number of models in unit. And of course, power level 7. So now I was thrown. I was actually building an Ultramarines list. Well, where's everything else? So then I actually have to pick on, let's say, Blood Angels. I want some cool Blood Angel stuff. Flesh Terrors are known for having lots of Death Company. So I go to that. All of a sudden, now more things pop up. I have 13 HQ choices. I have a troop choice, 9 elite, and a heavy support. Well, I'm going to pick on the elite, and I have, let's see here, take Death Company. Now, here's one of the things that I had a problem with. It starts off basic, 5 Death Company, and 8 power. If I want to add to it, I have little icons, a minus and a plus here next to a 5. If I press plus, I want to add more, it automatically jumps to 10. I don't have the option um, for anything in between. Same jump packs, I can either go 5 or 10. That's another a unit extras there. And this is for everything. This is even including tactical squads. I did it with Marines, Scout squads. I haven't tried every army on here. But then again, another downside I found is in order to get everything, so I want some assault squads, I then have to pick Space Marines. And that gives me the rest of my options. So now I can go, okay, I want an assault squad, and I want 2 assault squads. All right. And now I can go, well, I want 10 of each. I press the plus sign, and now I have 9 Space Marines and 1 Space Marine Sergeant. I can add jump packs if I want. The options are all over the place. Um, so it is pretty, it's simple. It's very, very basic. You get what you have, the amount of models, and the power level. That's it. It's an easy way to set stuff up. What's even better is you can either copy, export, or load and save these things. So you can load it up there and it's there. You can export it, you save it as a PDF, print it off, take it with wherever you go. That way, if you just want to have a quick game, you already have your roster sheets. Obviously, you do need to have the books. This isn't like, say, something, excuse me, like Battlescribe, where it's all laid out there and you have all the special rules and you print everything out. This is for quick fun. It's not meant for tournaments, um, which is fine. I know some people complaining because they're hoping that it would be able to give them tournament worthy lists. It doesn't. You're gonna have to find your own way for that, which is fine. Um, Part of that is something I'm hesitant to talk about a lot because it gets people get dividing line. It's a bit of personal responsibility. I found that as an aside here, I found that a lot of people expect Games Workshop to do all the work, right? Um, Especially when the big FAQ came out, a lot of people were like, "Well, it doesn't fix it, Games Workshop. You didn't do your job properly." Without realizing that a lot of those fixes that came in were because people were abusing the system, right? So there's a bit of personal responsibility, and it's with this as well. The combat roster, it's meant for quick and fun, and just get you playing. Less time worrying about calculating everything out, making sure you get the same power levels. You both go on the website, you both throw it in, and boom, you have your list real quick. It's took me no time. I made my own little infiltration force Tellian, which I have saved here. It took me all of maybe 2 minutes to do, and that was with never, not having not opened it before. It's basic. It's awesome. It worked for me really, really well. Give me 1 second here. Now the other cool thing is you can add in things like Forge World is there. So I click on Forge World. I all of a sudden get a whole bunch of new options that weren't there before. Everything from Adeptus Astartes battle armor all the way down to uh, Titanicus Traitoris, right? That gives me 3 Lords of War there. I have a Chaos Reaver Battle Titan, Chaos Warhound Scout Titan, and Chaos Warlord Battle Titan. And each one, again, has its power level next to it. But it's all there. It's all a lot of fun. Let's see, I also have the Questor Imperialis, which will be on more Lords of War, which is a lot of your knights. Your Acastus or Castus, your Cerastus, all that, your Questoris, all the cool things that are there. Um, so yeah, I don't have a problem with this list. I think it's a great little tool. It's another little tool in our belt to help us enjoy Warhammer 40,000 that much more. And I don't have a problem with that. I think people like to complain a bit too much nowadays. And that's just my opinion, right? But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Do you like combat rosters? Is it something that you found entertaining, useful, helpful, or do you hate it entirely and think it's a giant waste of digital resources to create this thing? Um, you got my 2 cents on it. I like it. I don't have a problem with it. I'm gonna build up some more armies. Yeah, the it does have it only works on power levels, which doesn't take into account all the different weapons you can have in the unit, right? For instance, with my infiltration force Hellion, I have 2 scout squads. They're both 5 man. They're both power 6. One is armed with sniper rifles. The other is armed with close combat weapons, bolt pistols, and shotguns. Um, I have my Terran War veterans. Well, I have 4 of them that are power level 5. These guys have better armor, better weapons, better leadership than the scouts, but they're lower power level, right? It doesn't take into account the equipment, only really the special rules. Telly himself is power level 4. He's one guy, and he's got a ton of rules to him. So that's it, guys. A quick one, very basic. I just want to let you know what I thought about it. If you guys agree with me, awesome. If you don't, let me know down below. Let me know what you think about this thing. And, I love to see a nice little conversation start. But as always, guys, if you like what you saw, hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends. And as always, until next time, keep rolling those dice. I'll see you later.